Hey guys, StarCraft here, and I just read through the digital version of Superman number 10, and I'll say this, it didn't get me as rage-induced as others have. I'm not, like I have, I'm not even gonna go, what the fuck? Not this time. Just confused. It's like it's starting to finally get John's story, I'll just say that it gets John's story up to the present day in a way that makes zero sense. And I'll get to it when I talk about it, alright? So, let's just dive right in and get this over with. Like always, we start with the cover. As, well, like everything with all this stuff with Bendis, the artwork is good. And again, Ivan Reis's covers is very good, although this doesn't happen at all. We don't see Superman and Jor-El duking it out or whatever. There is a rash of Jor-El in here, just not yet. As we then open up, continue where we left off with Jonathan being chased by Superwoman, and basically through all this stuff, Lois is more and more feeling upset about everything that's happened. Good, Lois, you should. But again, Jonathan just keeps on reassuring her it's okay. In this case, she's saying, "Oh, hey, nice to know that you were never, and you raised me right, so I wasn't triggered and wanted to beat her up. It's like, okay, Jonathan, you're being an idiot here. I get it. It says a lot that you didn't want to fight your own mom, even if she was an evil superpower version of herself. But come on, dude. This woman would have killed you. But before anything could happen, she's been blasted. Turns out Jor-El has finally caught up and seen him and find him. And as Jonathan himself said, he seemed different. His everything. No shit, kid. He has a mohawk now. As, well, and Jor-El keeps on blasting Superwoman until they transport out of there. Once on board the ship, well, Jonathan is completely relieved. But Jor-El, well, it's quite clear he's lost it. He basically has convinced himself somehow that Jonathan told him he was going to run away, that he wanted to get away from him. And basically, first chance he got. But then Jonathan points out, if I did that, I would have gone home. But if I was going to bail. Seriously. To which, and he said, I've been searching for you for years. You have no idea the length and depth I've gone to search for you. And even though he said thank you, he's still just going on and going off more and more and more. And then just out of the blue, Jor-El gives him something. And as he's giving him the box, he then explains to him how the wormhole, the black hole that grabbed them was a time flux. Was a time flux generator on top of a tear in the dimensional slide. It brought them by an apocalyptic event by the source wall. So this ties into either No Justice or the Justice League Annual. Wait, what? Okay, now I'm even more confused on where in the timeline this is. But yeah, basically, we find out that what he's giving him, first of all, is his new costume. And yeah, basically, we find out also that during that time point, that's when any of the time displacement happened. That he's been gone for years, and, wait a second. So, according to Jor-El, the only time that Jonathan has been missing was when he was on the crime syndicate Earth. So, all that stuff was Jor-El. Jonathan's sudden growth spurt, and that we saw between the end of Man of Steel and the beginning of the flashbacks a few issues ago, was not a time skip in itself. That was, like I said, what was that? A growth spurt? What? But now we know that apparently more time had passed, or when he was on the crime syndicate Earth, he was on there for years. And yet Jonathan didn't seem like he was growing at all last issue. Okay, what the fuck? And then, of course, he then reveals, Jor-El is now getting all somber, revealed everything. Jonathan's taking it in, and he wants to go home. When all of a sudden, they're attacked. They're back in their own dimension, being attacked, and then, boy, it's that guy again. Rylozar, whatever, from Bendis' Man of Steel, the guy who really killed Krypton, as Jor-El fights him off. Then, all of a sudden, Jonathan ends up back on Earth. Yeah. And he got transported there. And thus we're back to the present day. As Superman's then talking to him, asking him, like, what was it? Can you describe him? And yeah, obviously Superman knows who it was and who it is. And he tells him, I know you've been through a lot. Do you need to stay here on Earth? Or are you ready to suit up and come back out with me? Already? Really? And we tie things back up to Leviathan, again making confusing this history of timelines. Seriously, Bendis, just because it's happening currently in the current issues does not mean that it happened right and consistently with all this. What, were they going back and forth between those issues and now? Because it was quite clear that Leviathan did not start when this whole arc happened. Then we have a nice tender moment. So, and yeah. Like, I am madly in love with you, Lois Lane. That'll hold me. Really, Lois? Really? That'll hold you? The way you've been acting, Lois, I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. And, yeah. So, and Jonathan says he better call and give Damian a call when they get back. It's not a 5-minute call, as he puts it, whatever the hell that means. But Lois then tells him, she tells him, I'm so proud of you for getting your butt back home. And basically, she then tells him, go kick Grandpa's butt and come home. So then, and they decide to head on out there. All of a sudden, something really weird happens as they're transporting. It looks like. It doesn't. No explanation exactly what he's using to do it. Okay, seriously, how? Oh no, wait, looks like something's pulling them, transporting them. Then when they arrive, a big battle zone is happening, ending this issue. What? There's just so much in this that just makes no sense. I am so confused. It's like Bendis is trying to wrap everything up, speed things along. I just don't get it. So that was Superman number 10. You see what I'm talking about? So basically he's been stuck on that Earth all those years, but we didn't see him grow that much when he was on there. He was already growing beforehand. That means so it was only those couple of weeks or whatever that between when we last saw him and what the stuff with Jor-El. There wasn't a time displacement there. So why did he age so quickly within a short amount of time? What, was this a massive growth spurt? Either way, we're in the present day, and like I said, they're wasting everything they've done with Jor-El. I don't like that new look at all. And now he's got even more crazed and insane. And now we have Rigel, whatever his name is, from earlier in Bendis' run, now showing up. Oh boy, so apparently it's going to eventually tie into stuff with Supergirl eventually, since she's been looking for him. I just want this to end. Unfortunately, he's causing so much drastic changes, there's no way to reverse it. Hey, for the record, I know and Peter Tomasi's not a big fan of this either, so there's that. So, not much else to say. Catch you all tomorrow. See ya.